Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experienced and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's Charter Fishing Fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
Oops.
Way to start it out.
Yeah. Hit the wrong button right from the beginning. That's fantastic. Okay. Now I'm waving to Tarek and Josh. That what a great start to the night.
Everybody's just ready to go.
Welcome, everybody. This is Little Cheddar, and I am Outer Points Productions, as you can tell right there. That gentleman right over there is the guy that bench presses cheddar, as you can see right there. You've seen him in the chat a couple of million times or so. That is the one and only Trevor Simpson. So Baby Cheddar and Fred Renner and all of those guys, you remember the name. Now you get to see the face. So
now you got a face to go with it. Perfect.
Well, welcome, Trevor, and I'm glad to have you in the booth with me. This is going to be a fun freaking night.
Super excited to be here. I think it's going to be a great match.
You're good friends with Tarek, and we'll talk about that in a little while, but that's the match that's going on tonight, and it is going to be a good one. So I am going to get you on over to, well, you know what? Thanks for being here. The chat or the viewers are growing immensely already. So thanks, everybody, for being here, and we are going to get the players to lag and spin the wheel. You know what happens next.
So there we got the lag, and it looks like Tarek has won the lag. So we'll get the Wheel of Gaming up here and see what we're looking at. Give her a spin, see what we're playing tonight. Bets on 8 ball, anybody? And we get 9 ball for the first time in a while, the rotation. So 9 ball will be a race to 12, I believe. Dale will square up that. It looks like he actually has the scoreboard set up for that. So we are there. Let's get to the action. Here's the upcoming matches for everybody. You can see this is what the KO Challenge is laid out as. We're in the second round. So we're in KO 2.0, and I believe on the Facebook group we did get the announcement that a KO 3.0 is coming up with the next set of Fargo ratings. So that looks to be fun as well. We'll get back in here, get all the balls set up, get everything square, and we're ready to get the match started. Hope you're all as excited as I am.
Yeah, I don't know about you folks, but even though it's only been one day in between, you know, the last match was Wednesday, and, you know, John Sondelsky and Tim Volkman put on a hell of a show, along with Monday night was Tim Stockinger and Terrence Beck. It's been a hell of a week for matches. And to start out the weekend with this, oh, what a treat.
Yep, and we even get to play 9 ball tonight instead of 8 ball. So.
We are playing a race to 13.
Okay.
So if you get an opportunity, everybody, hop on over into the chat and let us know how we sound. Everybody already knows that neither one of us look very good, so...
Yeah, you don't want to see us. The pool action is way better, trust me.
We are playing 9-ball, and as I said, this is I upped the race by 1 because it is round 2, so we are playing a race to 13.
Tarek gets the wing ball flying in already off the first break. It's a good chance for him. Don't see a whole lot of issues on the table.
Rules tonight are BCA rules rack your own. They are going to be using the wooden rack instead of a magic rack. They are going to play a 3-foul rule. No 9-ball breaks, no early 9s in the bottom 2 corners. And that is a foul on Tarek. Nothing hitting a rail. Holy cow, look at that chat filling up. We have some incredible announcements tonight that what a couple of days, actually what a week this has been. Good stuff.
Absolutely. We see Chad filling up Leesburg, Florida. Good Lord. Thomas, welcome to the chat. Baby Cheddar in there as usual.
Who that?
And everybody.
Who that? Baby Cheddar. Justin Ellingson is actually sitting here in the pool hall. There is the Friday night short race 8-ball. And he came up to me before the match started and gave me a $50 gas card for the juniors. What a way to start the night already. So thank you, Justin. I'm going to wave to you right now. He might even have his headset on. I think he's got his earbuds in. We'll see if he looks over here again. And Kevin Dorn, he's here. Yeah, super. Thomas Bone checking in from Leesburg. You did mention that. Al Holden tuning in from Florida as well, I believe. Oh, he just arrived from Florida. Gotcha. What a great shot by Josh. Holy cow. That was beautiful.
Absolutely. Get across the table there, right behind the 6-ball in perfect position to do I dare say it?
No.
No? Okay. I'll hold my breath.
Another great shot.
Yeah, nice 3-railer around the table to get prime
Great
position
shot.
on the 8-ball.
Steve Warner, what's going on? Good to see you. The person that you see there, it's WMPS, Wisconsin Mobile Pool Streaming, is the one and only, if you don't already know her, that is Shelly Drake. So welcome, Shelly. Enjoy the match. We have got a 1-0 lead for Josh Nelson already.
Off to the races. Got the first one down. It's the hardest between the first and the last.
No doubt. Josh looks pretty comfortable.
He really does. He was in practicing pretty early on the table when I got here, and he was looking quite comfortable in the setup and with the table speed. So it'll be interesting to see how he continues all night.
So, before anybody crucifies me in the chat, I asked Josh permission and if he was okay with me putting him. So he's got 3 of his kids here cheering him on, which I think is the coolest thing on the planet. This is a family deal, and I've learned over the last 5 days how much a family thing this is, with the pool community, because there's been people that have been stepping up like I would have never even imagined for the juniors and so many other things. So he said it was cool as hell if I put the picture up there. So I think it's awesome.
That's awesome to see. I agree. Absolutely. Great to have your family in your corner here with you.
Michael Parker. What's going on, Michael? I just read your post about Hunter, what happened at 3 a.m. last night, and as I've messaged you before, you are constantly in mine and Lisa's prayers. Somehow, some way, there would be a solution for all the issues you're going through. So, many hugs, my friend. Anthony Sadlin. A pool match. Who'd have thunk it on a Friday night?
Looks like Josh got one on the break there, but he's not got a great look at the one. Looks like maybe he's going to give it a kick.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh.
Ooh, caught one of the outer points and got a little fortunate there.
He did, and really didn't leave Tarek a great shot. And with the tables pretty open, I don't know if you're risk-taking this or if you try and duck here.
I duck.
Yeah.
It's too early in the match. So, Trevor, tell me about, or tell our viewers about your relationship, how well you know Tarek.
I wouldn't say I know Tarek super well. We met, it'll be about 3 years ago now, when I first started getting into the competitive pool scene in Sun Prairie. We met at the Rock, played in one of their Sunday weeklies there.
Tom Cox and Maria Wana. Love them.
Yeah, great place.
Good people.
Great place.
That's going to bounce. Ooh, good shot.
Gets it done. So we met up there, and he was still pushing up through the ranks quite a bit at that time, doing a lot of practicing, playing a lot. He gets lessons from Jerry Bryseth, and so he has that working for him. And I know he works really hard and plays a ton. So we met there, and I've kind of been following him and watching him continue to grow. Since then,
good jump.
But the outer points there is a good jump, though. So it's been really fun to watch him progress, and as he gets a little older, and calms down a little bit, his attitude really has been the biggest change that I've seen here recently. Is his attitude,
no doubt,
and his ability to just stay calm and work through the multitude of problems that you run into on a pool table.
We're going to talk a little bit. Well, so I had the idea for the player spotlight after the first two matches. So I've already aired Josh's, so everybody got to see all the Q&A with Josh. But I didn't get the chance to do it with Tarek in his first match. So we were able to do that tonight. So some of the things that Trevor was just talking about is some of the things that Tarek brought up in his player spotlight, which is really cool. I think it probably ran about 10 minutes, but given that we're only doing one, you'll live through it. Yep. So look forward to that.
Amanda Nelson in the chat, I'm going to assume, since she's saying those are her babies, that must be Josh's significant other. Welcome, and I'm glad you're enjoying the stream and watching.
Now, wait, Amanda, are you saying that you love me and Trevor, or do you love Josh and the kids? I mean, I won't tell them. If you say that you love me, I'm okay with that, and I promise I won't say a word to Josh until after the match.
My lips are sealed. All right, Tarek looks to be working through the rack here. After that safe give him an opportunity to run this out. We'll see if he can get it done.
This potentially could be. I don't think he's jacked up over the 8 ball, but he's a little bit flat on the 7 ball. I think he would have liked to have gotten a little bit more towards the center of the table, not complete center, but he's going to have to force this or play kind of like a drag draw and leave the cue ball right there and take the thinner cut on the 8 ball.
Yep, you hate to say it, but everything sounds dirty and pull, but it's amazing the difference a couple inches will make.
Well, does everybody in the chat... I don't know if it's too early in the match to probably bring this up, but I have one of the announcements that I was going to make. So I'm going to give a shout out to Rich Stadler you see his logo many times called Billet Spin. He did something for me yesterday, just blew me away. I went from 246 subscribers to I'm just short of 600 as of today because of Rich Stadler. So I'm not going to give you all the details, but I'll tell you, he's a great guy to have in your corner. We've played a lot of golf together. Well, not a lot, but we talk a lot of golf. Been on the golf course a couple of times together, but just a super guy. So why did I bring that up, Trevor?
You were looking to stroke your ego about more subscribers? I don't know.
No, I
No.
can't remember why I said that.
Something with Rich Stadler and Billet Spin.
Damn it.
There's got to be some reason, Dale. You had to have some point to the story.
There was. That's the problem with having diarrhea of the mouth is you start out with one subject, meaning full well to get to your point, and then you start rambling, and then you forget exactly what you're talking about.
Is it diarrhea of the mouth, or is it early onset Alzheimer's?
Correct.
Okay. I can understand both. I'm
What a great shot.
Yikes. Yeah.
Oh, this might get a little close to the 9. He's okay.
He's okay. Gives him something to work with. Oh, whoopsies.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, Amanda says she loves Josh's kids. We're divorced.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, Amanda.
So, Amanda, if you don't mind, you're going to be listening. Actually, everybody, you're going to be listening to Trevor for quite some time. I'm going to go into the maintenance shed and see if I can get this foot out of my mouth.
Yes. I'm feeling the same way.
I have a shoe that's size 9.5 that's really stuck on my molars right now. Jesus. Sorry, Amanda.
We'll be glad it isn't my shoe then.
Holy hell.
It's only a size 16. That's all right.
Nope.
Big nope there.
Nope. All right. We are all knotted up at 1 apiece, so now it's a race to 12. We're getting there. We're getting close to the end. Kevin Dorn says, old age. We're going to be ignoring baby Cheddars.
Al Holden and Baby Cheddar both bringing up that amazing little idea.
Son of a...
You may end up regretting that, Dale.
I already do.
Saying. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it may end up that's not...
Too late for that. Maybe you get the underneath of the little whatever you decide to get. You get the little no regrets except for your tattoo.
Regrets?
Yeah, it's totally butchers it. No regrets. Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what. So Vincent Didio, who played in 1.0, and I think made it to the final 5th, 6th, or 7th, 8th, something like that. Anyway, he is mine and Baby Cheddar's tattoo artist. Well, I don't have any yet, so he's going to be my tattoo artist once I hit 1,000, probably tomorrow.
Seems pretty likely.
And yeah, I don't think there's any way of getting away from it. All right, nothing going down for Tarek. Oh, wait, never mind. 5 balls in the pocket. Shot on the 1 and almost a stop shot to get to the 2. So I'm not really all that concerned about the job that Vincent's going to do on my tattoo. If he melds, and I already told him, I said if he misspells anything or screws it up, he will never play pool on my stream again.
You got him there. That's probably a fair to put the fear in him a little bit so that he makes sure he gets everything correct.
Yeah, and no more commentating either. He did that once too. That'll be the last time.
probably fair as well. He might not want to commentate, though. I mean, that means he has to spend another 3 hours in here with you. And we don't know how enjoyable that was for him. He didn't comment on that. So,
Kevin Dorn says Trevor's shoe is taller than Dale. Shelley Drake, we're just going to ignore her for a little while now. Baby Cheddar's hyped to get only 29 days till she gets hers. Wow, she's not counting at all, no.
Mm-mm.
And Shelley Drake thinks Kevin's funny. Well, that's a first. Congratulations, Kevin. You have one fan. That's all I get.
yeah, just half a squeak there.
I'll never forget Jeff Gerald Martin was commentating for Bill Grossbeyer, the first match of 2.0. And he said he was pretty shocked when he got into the booth that laugh is actually a button. He thought that was my actual laugh when he listened to it at home. So, yeah. So, Jeff, if you're watching, you know what you can... Son of a... Oh, the other... So, Matt Strong tells me today that one of the funniest events that he has ever seen on any stream happened on Wednesday.
Okay.
And that was when I said the BS word, bull.
Yeah,
But what I made the mistake of hitting the button on the wrong word, so it actually came out shit instead of bull.
yes.
Yeah.
That was, I must admit it, I'm guessing my downstairs neighbors probably think I'm psychotic, which could, whatever. But yeah, I absolutely laughed out loud hysterically like a maniac sitting in my apartment watching the stream when that happened. So, they probably have other reasons why they think I'm maniacal and psychotic. But that's,
yeah.
But that's neither here nor there.
I figured that out in the last half hour. That's...
Hey, it doesn't take long when you're around me. I mean, you just give off those axe murderer vibes. We're playing pool here, too, by the way.
Damn it. I thought this was a comedy show.
If it is, I'm guessing we're going to get the axe soon.
Yeah, without it. Pete Beshta, what is going on? Hey, by the way, Pete, congratulations on you and Tanya Berenson in first in the league at Mad Apple. That's awesome. I forgot who your third was on the team, but way to go.
Oh, and see your cohort from earlier in the week is in the chat, greeting you with kindness as usual.
Hey, Baby Cheddar, Chris Green is talking to you. All right. Tarek pulls out in front 2-1. Tarek. I say it all the time.
Yeah, it's easy to do, but the whole car wreck thing is that's beautiful. Like
it's got a nice ring to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Car wreck probably more aptly describes my pool game than Tarek's, but that's okay.
I haven't seen it yet, so I have no comment.
There's a reason I didn't bring my cues with me tonight, Dale.
Nobody wants to see that?
No, nobody.
It's like a train wreck instead of a car wreck?
Nobody wants to see that.
You know what? While we're waiting for him to... I'm going to go through this like super, super fast. That's the wrong one. Damn it!
Well, you can do that since it's up there.
Well, they're on this page too. That's not it either.
Just keep pressing
I'll
buttons.
just keep
You'll
hitting
find it
buttons.
eventually.
I know what I'm doing. I really do.
It's a professional production.
So, these are all the people that, and this is not even the entire list. These are all the people that have donated for the Junior KO Challenge. Is this cool or what? I just had a gentleman that came into the booth a couple, maybe a half hour before the stream started tonight, and handed me $680 in cash.
Crazy.
for the KO, or for the junior.
Super amazing. Super amazing.
It is so cool. And we're going to go through that list a little bit later on. Shelly Drake, you're on there too. Well. I just got done putting the list up there. And who tunes into the chat? None other than Amy Woolen-Cools. Her son, I'm going to give a shout-out to right now. What's going on, Corbin? Thanks for the message the other day. That was pretty cool. Glad you guys are tuning in with us.
Yeah, Michael Parker makes a point there. I was talking a little bit with Tarek before the match. He said this is actually the first day over the last 3 that he's felt decent. He got a pretty serious case of food poisoning, he thinks. So he's finally not feeling like he's going to vomit everywhere today.
Sure. That
makes it's a plus. Makes playing pool a little easier.
Yeah.
Not feeling upset.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he doesn't lose it on my table. That would be if he ate anything earlier. Maybe we should call the match off.
Yeah. I don't know if he's got. Normally he's a fan of carrying some snacks with him when he's playing, and I don't see a whole lot over there on his corner of the table. So maybe he's taking it easy on the old tummy here these days.
Yeah, I would think so. So the gentleman that handed me the $680 is in the chat right now on his way back to Fond du Lac. None other than you see him in the chat all the time, and I got to meet his lovely wife as well. They are super, super nice couple. That's Jeff Hefter right there. Good chatting with you, my friend, and thanks again. And everybody on the list. We'll go through that in a little while. This one might get a little ugly.
That might be trouble. That might be trouble there.
Just hitting this 5, I think, is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I don't know if he can see the left side, or I'm sorry, the right side as we look at it. I think the 7 ball is in the way for the kick. Phew.
Yikes.
This is, yikes is right. This is a tough position here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you'd try and do with this.
Amy says Corbin is turkey hunting with his dad. Instead of watching the knockout challenge, what in the hell is going on here?
I believe his priorities are a
in the right order.
Oh
my gosh! And
Oop.
and kicks the 5 or kicks the 6 in. That is a stroke of luck there.
I believe the professional commentators refer to that as a fluke.
Or he shit one in.
That could be too.
I just call
it like I see it.
Call you like. I don't think Josh is all that happy about what just happened there.
He's probably not super thrilled about it, but I'm betting he's been around enough and watched enough of the game to know that it's just a part of the deal.
It happens. Yeah. It happens.
Yeah, you can't let that bother you too much.
Yeah, and Tarek did give him a little hand gesture, and it wasn't the middle finger. It was, sorry.
Yeah, it was my bad on that one. Yep.
All right, 3-0 in favor of Tarek.
3-1.
Oh yeah, did I say 3-0?
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
Damn it.
That's most notably not a 0.
Dyslexic thinking.
Tarek trying to get a little momentum heading his way to see if he can try and put together a couple racks here.
Jim Horn, you're very welcome. Thanks for being here. If you are one of the viewers and you are on YouTube and you haven't done this yet, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. make sure you hit that little bell right next to the subscribe button. That way you get all the notifications, because after this weekend, it is going to be non-stop action next week. Got the weekend off, so do whatever you'd like. Nothing going on in the Knockout Challenge, but Monday night we are hitting it hard. And if you didn't notice before, when Trevor put it up there, that's not exactly what's going on.
That was what I put up there.
That's what he put up there.
Not what you intended, I'm guessing, Dale.
Man, oh man.
I noticed that as well, but wasn't going to make too many comments about the, production value again before we even started. So figured I'd give it 20 minutes.
Oh, man.
Tarek got 2 to go on the break here. Didn't get the corner ball, the wing ball, but he managed to get 2 of them flying up. But he's got no look at the 1, so I'm guessing he's giving a push here. Looks like he's leaving him a fairly challenging jump shot, which, knowing Tarek, is not surprising. He's a fan of the jump cue. Josh is going to have a look at it.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be taking this one.
I think I'd probably give it back to him, too. Even knowing that Tarek is a fan of the jump cue and is going to have a hack at it, probably, I'd give it back.
Yeah, this is a long jump.
Yep. And he does give it back, and Tarek's grabbing the short stick out of his case. Or for Dale, it's a normal link stick.
Oh, that's funny. That's a good one. Haven't heard that one before. Or wait, no, I haven't heard that since, Wednesday when Kevin was in the booth.
No.
That's all you get.
Oh, well, it's better than nothing.
That is true. All right, should we, I don't know if I could get enough of the entire jump. Yeah. The zoom doesn't really do it any justice. Let's give it that view instead.
Good hit.
Definitely a good hit, and I think this is going to dress up right in front of the pocket for Josh to shoot in. Most likely going to play the 1 and the 2 in the same pocket.
I would think so. And the rest of the rack looks fairly open to me.
Yeah, draw back between the 5 and the 7. Play the 4 in the side. Oop. He is going to play it in the corner. I don't think that was his intended pocket, judging by the look on his face and the nod on his... Or shaking his head a little bit there.
Yeah, it does a little lap around the table and a little look to see if the side pocket's going to come into play there.
Chris Green says someday get the buttons right. Okay, we're done talking to him.
Ooh, and he goes for the bank thinking that the side pocket was in play and gets a little bit of a roll, I think.
Yep. John Kramer, loving the jersey. Boy. Jeez. Why? Because it looks like that, John? I'll tell you what, as long as he's going for the jump cue, we got time to talk about this guy real quick. John Kramer, Wisconsin Builders Hall of Fame. If you're not a member yet, why? Seriously, why not? I mean, $10 for an entire year, $25 for 3 years, or $40 for 5 years. You get voting rights for the Hall of Fame inductees every year. You get to go to the banquet. You get an opportunity to play in the Wisconsin Builders Hall of Fame tournament every year. Get over to Wibhoff and do that. It is so worth it.
Yeah, make it happen, Captain. I'm thinking Tarek is lining up this kick to maybe try and catch the 9. Like a two-way.
Yeah, congratulations, Chris Green. You are on the ignore list. You know, Trevor, I think that's actually Oh, you boy. He might be going out to watch a hit here. Maybe not. I think Chris just gave me a really good idea. We should start an ignore list. Or a blocked list. I mean, I can block them if really needed to.
Yeah. But maybe like a penalty box timeout kind of situation.
Like a warning?
Yeah. There you go. Somebody gets a warning. One written warning. Something, yeah. We can, you can come up with something, I'm sure.
You know what? I'll do this right now.
Oh, there's a heck of a shot there by Josh to cut that 4 backwards like that.
That was gorgeous.
Great position on the 5.
Nice little floater into the side. Play the 6 past the 9.
Really good job getting himself back in line off that shot.
There you go, Chris Green. All right. This should be 3-2, but I've done it before. I'm not going to do it again. There's no commentator's curse.
Well done. That was a good out there.
3-2.
Well, you wouldn't be in trouble, Michael Parker, if you just rein yourself in, harness the commentary.
Right. Have some restraint, for God's sake. Seriously.
Right.
Really. Not kidding.
Hold off. Got to be careful with that view. We'll scare all the kids away.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, 8 ball's going in. Oh, yeah. That would have dressed up really nice had that one sat by the side. But it did not.
Yeah, I think you got to duck here again because there's not a good way to go anywhere with it.
Yeah.
You could be uber aggressive and try and bank it across the corner maybe, but...
I think that's actually a two-way shot, Trevor. I think I would bank or put the 1 down by the 9 and with some spin and get behind the 3 ball. And he did not get exactly where he needed to go.
I don't know if he's got enough of it covered up to keep Tarek from shooting this or not.
Dean Furman says, scaring me with headphones on. You're welcome, Dean. Glad I could help. Just checking, make sure your heart's working.
Yeah, the way he's lining this up, I think he's got it.
What? I don't know if he avoided it completely or not. We're going to go to a different view here and take a look-see at that. I don't know if he did or not.
I can't tell.
Judging by the way he's lining up for the 3, I think he
must have enough of it.
He must have. Maybe we can get... He may have to spin around it just a little bit. Nah, he's just fine.
Yeah, he was just fine. And comes out on the...
Oh, boy.
Side of the 7.
Yeah, this is going to be tough, though.
Yeah.
So he's jacked up over the 7 ball. He can't get to the bottom of the 3 to get to the 4. So he's going to have to come... Yeah, this is a tough shot. Even if he goes forward, he's bringing the 5 and the 6 into play.
Yeah.
This could get funky either way.
Yeah, these shots jacked up like this and with the 3 close to the rail are just brutal. Watching the professionals, watch Josh Filler botch one of these earlier today in the Whirlpool Masters even. So
Yeah, they're playing on a 9-footer, though. A little bit different.
a little bit different.
Yeah, just a smidge. He hit it good.
Oh, he hit that really good. He hit
That was
really
that
good.
was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Now he's either gonna probably run into the back side of the 7. That's awesome, Amy. Just talked to Corbin. He says, "Hi, Mr. Cheddar." And then there's Bill. Bill Larson
I need to go.
in the chat.
I need to go visit Bill sometime.
Wouldn't recommend it.
Wouldn't. Okay. Fair
No.
enough.
You can if you want to. Put your life in your own hands there. Yeah. Shelley Drake says, yeah, oh no, Mr. Bill. We missed you, Bill. That's the only thing that has been missed this evening. Like a root canal. I'm sorry. Was my microphone on?
I didn't hear a thing.
Son of a...
Didn't hear a thing.
Tarek has made a really good recovery of this rack from that 3-ball. Oh, I'll just stop talking.
And you were saying...
Excellent commentary there. Way to go, Trevor.
You know...
Jeez, why would you do such a thing? You're supposed to be a professional at this.
I am. You know it. It's what they pay me all the big bucks for.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You're not paying me anything.
Not a dime.
Oh, well, I did
Enjoy that sun drop.
I'd say I did get a sun drop out of it, so there is that, I guess. It's something. And the pleasure of spending this time with you. I mean, that's invaluable, right?
Could you please move your hand from my leg?
Shh. No, we weren't supposed to say anything about that.
Baby Cheddar, you might want to inform Mrs. Cheddar that... Hey. Ben, oh, that's a really good shot by Josh.
That absolutely is.
That is fantastic.
That worked out really well.
Left him some distance. Left him with a kick shot from the backside of the 5. I don't think he can see it straight on.
I think so.
That's close, but
And it's kind of a path to nowhere.
not makeable.
All of the balls are either right out in the open, nothing, no easy way to hide the 5 either. You almost gotta try and make this, I think, down by the 9 ball.
Sure.
Because there's not really a safe that plays.
Nope. Salt's the man. In the chat, Fred Renner. Baby Cheddar just said, I just finished the jar of salsa. She snatched from her, yeah. She's not lying either. Tim Stockinger right down at the very bottom there saying, hi, guys. We'll be playing on Wednesday night, taking on John Sandelski, 7 o'clock Wednesday. And Terrence Beck tuning in. Put on probably, I would say, the best match of the entire series so far, of the KO Challenge series, was
Absolutely.
Monday night.
Unquestionable. I'm not sure if I've seen a better match than that for a fair amount of time.
Whoa.
Okay.
He does it again.
Little
Hey.
help from the 7 ball there, and
You got a hit.
we're back in it. That's the fun of 9 ball. You get a hit, and there's some good things can happen too.
Yep. So Terrence, jumping out to a massive lead on Monday, and through no fault of his own, Tim came roaring back, and it was That match has almost 1,000 views on my channel already.
And every one of them earned. Worth it. That's something I will go back and watch.
No doubt.
Absolutely. Go back and watch and pay attention to how that's handled to come back from that kind of a deficit. I said it when I was watching it. That takes some real intestinal fortitude to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and both of you guys... It's one of those matches, well, any match. I hate to see anybody lose. I hate shaking the hand of the guy who didn't make it. I'm always happy for the guy who did, of course, but, somebody has to win, somebody has to lose, but you guys should both be really freaking proud of the way that you played.
Absolutely. That's a match where both players can go away and have their heads held high and know that they did everything to try and win.
Mm-hmm.
And sadly, there just has to be somebody that didn't win.
So to answer your question, Terry, no. No, you cannot. There's no rebuys in 2.0.
Part of the allure of something like this is the fact that it's done. It's a one and done. It's a final. It's your shot. So adds that extra element of pressure to the match.
Chris Green, I don't think you're out of timeout yet. I don't think your penalty period was fully used up. And he's still talking in the chat.
The guy's a rule breaker.
Some people just don't learn, Trevor.
No, I guess not. Perhaps I'll have to bench press him.
I like it. Do it.
Tarek with a good look at the one here. 3-4 are bunched up, but not really a problem. Nice, easy roll down to that bottom corner there.
I'll tell you what, Terrence, if you two want to play, I'll set up a challenge match on the stream. If you and Tim want to play. If you'd like a revenge match.
I would tune in for that.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I'll be here. Make sure you to, bring enough tip money for the bartenders and waitresses and myself.
Sounds fair. Friendly little rub off the 9 ball there to help him get out a little more to see better of the 3.
Yeah, and if he wants to get aggressive, he could bank it if he wants to, but getting to this from the 4 to the 5 is going to be brutal. The combination isn't a horrible idea, but again, he's got to get there, and he wants to get straight on if he does.
Yes, yeah, because the 5 is enough above the side pocket that you could come at it with some angle, but I'm not sure you want to at all. And those outer points can be trouble when you're trying to come down the rail there if you get straight on it. So
outer points are always going to get you in trouble. I don't care what the situation is, man. I mean, seriously.
That's true.
Okay, I'd like to apologize to all the ladies out there. And if there's any children.
Tarek giving this one a good look, knowing that it kind of sets him up for the rest of the rack if he can get the right position from the 4 to the 5.
Excellent shot.
Nice shot there. He's got some angle there and choices.
So, Mike, I appreciate the comment. And so I took 2 different pictures of Josh, just the regular picture with his arms crossed. And then took the pic. I had the kids come over because they were just kind of standing there watching me take their dad's picture. And so I had them come in and took a picture with them, and I didn't tell Josh until afterwards, but then I asked him, I was like, hey, is it okay? He's like, absolutely. I think it's cool to have it on my stream. I love it.
I think it is too.
I still love you, Amanda.
Okay. Now what are we doing with the 5 here?
The shot that Josh played before with the exact same ball, he kind of Z-banked the 5 to get behind the 6 and, left him long. I like that shot. So kind of bank it. Yeah, and he's actually lining it up. Make sure you play the short side of the corner pocket, which would be, as you're looking at it, the bottom left-hand corner, and then get the cue ball all the way at the top of your screen. Yep.
I think he's really going to like when that comes out.
That was a great shot. Andy Coon's in the house. Good evening. Terrence Beck. Who cares?
It's Friday night.
Are you friends with Terrence on Facebook at all?
I am not, no.
A, I would recommend not. B, just about all of his comments on every post is 2 words. Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Fair.
No exclamation points, no... Oh, my gosh.
Ooh, that's brutal.
That was a very unfortunate scratch. But, again, it was a great save by Tarek. Really well played, well thought out. So...
Yeah, and again, it's still not easy to get from the 7 back down to the 8, with the 7 being tight on the rail at about the second diamond. There's still a lot of table to cover there.
Yeah, there's some work to be done, because that 9 ball can loom a little bit large trying to get back by that 8. I think I would go forward with this and play the short side of the 8 ball. It almost gives you, it's the best angle for it, my opinion anyway. I mean, he could play draw.
He is drawing.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that either. Ooh, that didn't.
It wiped its feet on the way in the corner.
That it did.
That's always the danger with that kind of a shot, putting draw on it and leaning into it a bit. But he takes advantage of it, and looks like he's going to finish this one out. I had to say it. Sorry, it just slipped out.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
As he fires the 9 ball into the back of the pocket.
All right. Who's that Maya Hoekstra guy there? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Andy, I have not. I've actually been waiting for the owner of Wisconsin Pool Players Society to find me a pair of the cheese clogs and send them to my address. So I just, kind of throwing that out there.
It looks like Baby Cheddar sold you out on that. Apparently they're too big for you.
Oh, that's...
No pizza for her.
No, or anything else, actually. There goes your Baby Cheddar career. Amanda Nelson said, kids and I watched his first match, and they were so giddy during Josh's interview highlight when they got their shout-outs. They're going to feel famous now. So, Amanda, just so you know, I had them come into the booth because, oh man, what a break and what a horrible time to scratch, because I mean, 2-9's pretty easy. Oh wait, but they're playing no early 9s in the bottom 2.
Yeah, and
because of the rack. So
okay,
but this is a pretty basic rack for a 623 Fargo.
Would be something that you should expect to complete.
So Amanda, your son he wanted to know what the cue that I'm raffling off, that his name is Jonathan Hellion. He brought, that skidded a little bit. And, that's honestly, it's just a direct result of bad shape from the 2-ball, because he left himself a really steep angle on that 4-ball.
Yep.
And he got up kind of quick to shoot that. That might cost him a game or 4.
It very well could. Yeah. Yeah. There's just a bit too much angle there, and he looks like he was a little bit tentative with the shot. See if Tarek can come up and capitalize.
Good shot.
Yep, that's well controlled to
nice angle.
Lay it over there. Yep.
Once into the rail and out for the 6 in the opposite side.
Yeah, everything from here is pretty connected. 6 leads from that angle pretty naturally to the 7, the 8, little baby cheddar drawback, and he's gotten the 9.
Oh, well done. Well done.
I'm pretty proud of myself, man. Thank you.
You should be. So I get. So Amanda, what I was saying is the Jonathan Hellion Q. He won in a raffle, and I had put it on the live stream the other day, and so he wanted to see the queue firsthand. So I had all the kids come into the booth and check it out, and showed them the queue and everything. They seem to be having the time of their life. So Josh has requested, actually both of them, they are going to take a break. So as soon as this 9-ball goes down, if Tarek makes it, we are going to take a little break, and then I'm going to put up the Tarek Hamdan spotlight interview, player spotlight, I should say. Alrighty, I'm going to change the score real quick so I don't forget. It is 6-2, and this is Tarek Hamdan Player Spotlight. All right, good evening, everybody. Actually, we're in the middle of the match already, so good evening again, I guess. We're probably somewhere around maybe rack 6, 7, 8, somewhere around there, whatever. Of course, depending on how the match is going. This is the player spotlight of that gentleman right over there, Mr. Tarek Hamdan. This is Outer Points Productions, and as you can tell right down there, player spotlight, Tarek Hamdan. Imagine that. So, Tarek, how do you think you're doing in the match right now?
I think I'm probably doing okay. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, that's a hard question. So, for our viewers out there, you're kind of one of the young guns in Wisconsin these days, up-and-coming player, actually already here. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been playing pool for like maybe 6 to 8 years with my dad, just going out once a week. We started at Great Dane in Madison, and then we started going to Brass Ring later on. And then once I started taking lessons from Ron Dobozinski first, but then Jerry Brysath really started giving me a lot of lessons after I met LJ.
That doesn't get any better.
Yeah, that's when I really started to get a passion for the game and started to play tournaments, and that's when I really started to play the game more.
Okay, where's home for you? Is that Madison, correct?
Yeah, it's basically Madison. I lived in Middleton when I first moved to Wisconsin, and then I've been living in Verona for the past year.
Okay. So I have brief on and off conversations with Maria Wana, and she seems to be one of your biggest fans. Is that true?
Well, we're good friends. I shoot at the Rock a lot. I run the weekly tournaments there, and that's kind of where I first started going for tournaments. So Maria and Tom have been really friendly since I started going there.
Yeah,
I've been shooting with them a lot.
Good people. Tom, known him forever. It's awesome. So, outside of pool, do you have any kind of hobbies other than? I mean, I see your name in tournament charts every weekend somewhere. So, is this is your life? Do you want to become pro?
Yeah, I mean that's always been the dream to go pro maybe someday. But I don't know. Right now I'm playing a lot more pool than doing anything else. But I've always enjoyed playing chess. And I used to do a lot of sailing and windsurfing kind of as much as I do pool now. But I haven't been doing that for a while. But yeah, I'd say those are probably my other hobbies.
Cool. Let's talk playing equipment. What do you play? What's your cue and your break cue, jump cue? Yeah,
so I normally play with the Divini, but I just had a mishap with my joint and now it's bent. So I'm using a Viking today, and until I get that joint fixed. But yeah, I use usually a Divini butt with a white carbon shaft, and then my brake cue is a Perry brake cue, and then my jump cue I kind of been switching around a lot recently, but I use a Q-Tech right now, Propel.
Nice. Yeah, actually that's a really good jump cue.
Yeah, it's been working well.
So in preparation for a match, so you've been on my stream 3-4 times already, I believe, if not more.
At least, yeah.
So in preparation for a match like tonight against Josh Nelson or anybody else, is there anything that you do with drills or mental preparation?
Not really. I kind of just try to make sure I get good sleep the night before, which sometimes is easier than other times. But yeah, I'd say I pretty much just keep it the same because I feel like if I tell myself that it's something different than normal, then I'll start playing a different pool game than normal. So maybe if I just do my normal routine, I don't feel nervous.
That's a good idea. That was kind of my next question. Do you ever get nervous in the beginning of the match or beginning of a tournament?
The first time I came on this stream, I was super nervous. And I've been nervous at some point every other time I've come on the stream, but it's definitely gone down a lot, which is nice.
That helps.
The pressure's still there, but I'm not like shaking or my heart's not pumping when I'm sitting in the seat, which is nice.
Sure. So I got a message earlier from John Kramer, and he was telling me that I think it was Duncan, Jeremy Fedkenhauer, whatever. You were playing the other night and pretty much beat everybody pretty handily, huh?
Yeah, it was a race to 2, so I can't say too much about that. I mean, I just got pretty fortunate. I mean, I shot well, but I definitely got fortunate in a lot of those matches.
Yeah, that's what John said too.
Yeah.
He didn't really. Right, John? Sure. So, I guess let me take a. So obviously you're not married. You don't have any kids.
Yep.
What's your favorite game of pool, and why?
It's definitely not 8-ball. I don't like 8-ball.
Guess what we're probably playing tonight?
Yeah. No, and the thing is, like, I enjoy 8-ball when I'm really concentrated, but I have pretty bad concentration problems sometimes. So if it's a tournament, I enjoy 8-ball. Just like short races stress me out sometimes. I don't know. Especially like the Friday night here and, the Sunday Mad Apple and, all of those tournaments. It's hard as a 600 player, 650, somewhere around there, You got a short race. You've earned your right to be a player of that caliber. And when you got a race to 2 or something like that, it's brutal when you get beat. Yeah.
Yeah,
anyone can break and run 8-ball. And the break is so important, too. At least 9-ball, you can play easy safeties. 8-ball, it's pretty tough to play good safes.
Without a doubt. So, you and I had a conversation, just a brief conversation, a little while back, and you had mentioned, too, you couldn't make it for one of the stream matches because you were doing college finals, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
So, what are you going to school for? And
yeah, I'm pursuing a BBA, so I'm studying business and I'm majoring in general management. And I've already started my senior year. I'm graduating in December is what I'm planning on. But yeah, I mean, I'm pursuing a business degree because I've always had the dream of opening a pool hall someday. But every pool hall owner's told me not to open a pool hall, so Yeah, so now I'm like they tell me to open a restaurant with pool tables, and they say that's not a bad idea.
Much better idea.
So that's my end goal, but actually it was Jeremy West that told me to wait till I'm 40 to do that. So I have to find a job. Until
Jeremy's
then.
been very successful, if you couldn't tell. So
Yeah.
I would take that advice. Yeah,
100%.
He's pretty good at it. So anyway, everybody, again, this is the player spotlight. This is one of those. I had the idea prior to Tarek's match, so that's why we're doing it in this match instead, and we're not going to be doing Josh's because you've already seen it. So anyway, hope you're enjoying the match, everybody. Tarek, best of luck.
Thank you.
And if you become pro at some point, there's going to be a lot of people in Wisconsin that are going to be following you. So best of luck, man.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, welcome back. That is the player spotlight of Tarek Hamdan. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to have one more with David Searing coming up, I think, Monday night. So I didn't want to play the same ones over and over again, but what I'd like to do is once we get down to the final four, I may have the guys back in the booth. I think this was actually Trevor's idea of having them back in the booth to do like a post-match interview or how they feeling about their first two wins. I think it would be kind of cool, and then ask some different questions. So,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm always welcome to suggestion, and that's why in the KO Challenge Facebook page and the Outer Points Productions Facebook page, I have a suggestion box chat group, because I can't do this all on my own. Believe me, I'd love to take credit for all of it, but it's not mine. Some of it, a lot of it.
Okay, a lot of
Most
it.
of
Yeah,
it.
I'm going to say
Some of it.
Dale
a little bit of it.
definitely deserves a fair bit of credit for all of this. It's not an easy task, no mean feat to keep this all rolling as smoothly as he makes it look.
Well, thank you, Trevor, but I'm still not sleeping with you. Just,
That's fair. That's good because I don't want to sleep with you either. So. We're good there.
All right, we just lost 4 viewers because of that comment. I'd like to apologize to everybody else. It happens from time to time.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
It's all good.
Part of this being an amateur pool stream and competition.
That's a fact. And it's always going to be that way.
And I think that's also part of the allure of it. Coming out of the break, Tarek gets 2 to fall, and then not much on the 1, plays it safe, and Josh is kind of kicking himself there for not catching that 1 ball clean. See him shaking his stick in the air a little bit there.
Yeah.
I've never done that, not ever, except for every single match.
Every
that
match?
I ever play.
Yeah.
No.
Every game of every match.
Yeah, 100%.
I've never done that either. I've never lost the tip from my jump cue from slamming it on the edge of the table 4 times. I've never seen the tip of my brake cue go flying off from tapping it on the,
Yeah, just little things like that don't happen to pool players.
Sure.
Because none of us ever lose our temper. It just doesn't happen. Such a calm, it's like,
soothing sport.
Absolutely, yeah. Just the
Boy, that one got a little close to getting funky.
Yeah, it almost snuck out and into the top rail, but it ended up nestling against that point there.
Right against the outer points. That's nothing wrong with that.
Dick, I'm thinking we're going to lose more viewers, Dale.
Holy crap. It's dropping like a lead balloon.
Tarek negotiates that outer point successfully. Looks like once he gets in line here nicely on the 4, he should be in pretty good shape. I know, Mr. Obvious.
Yeah.
Out the obvious, but hey, you know,
It's-
somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, that's what good commentators do.
Yeah.
Again, amateur stream,
Yeah.
amateur players.
I've never missed a shot from the booth.
Nope.
I can say that, you know, with 100% certainty.
Especially given it's your first night in the booth.
Well, again, Mr. Obvious.
That one almost got behind the outer points. That would have rolled about another inch and would have been snuggled right up against the... we'll leave that alone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Should be 7-2 after this drill into the corner pocket. We'll leave it right there on the break cam. And if I can actually find the right one this time... There's a bunch of people that I want to thank. And I might get there by the time Tarek breaks. There it is. Right at the very top. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm going to start from close to the bottom. So Justin Ellingson is the one that gave me the gas card earlier. So Jeff Hefter and Maggie are the ones that came in before the stream. And I'm going to rattle off these names really quick. Everybody from Fond du Lac. This is where the big chunk of cash came from for the juniors. Nick Gustin, Adam Ozier, Jeff Stallmacher, Kyle Gable, Bob Mooney, Bud Snyder, Marty, I'm sorry if I pronounce this wrong, is it Burian? So thank you very much. Roger Pregler just gave me some cash the other day. I think it was yesterday. And this is really cool. So John Kramer messaged me the other day as well. And for the junior tournament, he is giving a free membership, free entry into the Hall of Fame tournament, and a seat at the banquet. So
That's
thank you very much.
A package. Thanks,
Yeah.
John. That's awesome.
And above that, John has, for every one of the KO Challenge series, is the one that is giving a Hall of Fame shirt and a 5-year membership. So thank you very much. Taylor Collar sent me a message after the video. I'll get back to some of those other ones. And he said, hey, Dale, I'll take care of all of the trophies for the juniors. So, yeah, it's just been outpouring of... Wow, very nice.
Nice jump shot there.
Very nice.
Yeah, Tarek made a ball on the break, but didn't have much on the one. Pushed out to the jump, and Josh said, I am up for the challenge, and drilled it into the back of the hole.
Yeah, and I think he can see this 2 clean. So getting from the 2 to the 3 is going to be... That's going to be a fun one. Oh, he's playing safe. Even better.
Yeah, the 3-5.
He wants us to get behind that 4. Left him a piece, but not makeable.
Yeah, the 3-5-8's kind of a mess up there.
And that's where Tarek is about to put that cue ball.
He's gonna snuggle this right up behind that 5-8 there, and Josh isn't gonna like where he's playing his next shot from, I don't think.
I believe you are correct, sir. Seen funnier things happen, though. You never know.
It could sneak out between there, but we'll see if he can settle it in there. Oh, yeah, that's the one problem with playing a length of the table shot like that with soft speed and some right-hand English is you can get a little deflection on the cue ball.
Mm-hmm.
You get into the 4 ball like that.
And he hit that 4 pretty thick, too. You know, it wasn't like just a little graze of it. That was...
Yeah, he caught quite a bit of it. Josh plays a really nice shot there with good angle to push the 3 out and gets a little unfortunate with it laying there. He might have hit that a little harder than he wanted, maybe.
Yeah, and I think he's going to have to play this with low or maybe middle left-hand English. Looks like he's drawing out of it. Yeah, see, I didn't... That was not easy to get on the 4 ball from there. I think I would have probably played left-hand English and come 4 or 3 rails to get on the 4 ball. on the short side. That was tough, though.
Yeah, that was a tough position there. You got a little unfortunate with the 3 coming out as far as it did. Tarek is... I don't know if he's going to uber aggressive here. You could try to play some kind of a combo, but I don't think he's going to go that way. I think he's going to...
I bet he does.
You think he does?
Yep. Honestly, if I was up 7-2, I think I would go for this combo. Because the safe is almost as hard as the shot itself. I mean, he could play behind the 7, just kind of draw over there with a little right-hand spin.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not, I give him 50-50 on the combo. Bank combo.
Okay.
I think he's going to go for it.
He's definitely taking some time to think it over.
See where that cue ball is?
Yep.
And that's why I was saying, oh, and that was an interesting little rub off the 9 as it came down there.
Yeah. Pretty fortunate for Josh. It gives him a shot to take a swing at the combo if he wants.
Yeah, this is I think you almost have to go for it.
I kind of do as well. The cue ball is kind of going the wrong way. If it was down the rail a little further and you had more natural position to the 4, you might think about just playing a 3 all the way up into the corner. But given where the cue ball is, I think you're right. I think you have to play for this combo still.
This is a hard combo where that cue ball is. I wonder if it would be easier to see from... Yep, there we go. I like that one better.
Mm-hmm.
This is no gimme. This is tough.
No, there's a lot of ways you can miss this and it not go well.
Yeah, right off the outer point. Let's see where that cue ball ended up.
Nope.
Ooh, not good.
No, that's... Gives Tarek a pretty good look here. Okay, I was going to... Depending on how he got to that 4, it could make it into the 5 more difficult, but with this kind of an angle, it's just a little low right, and it floats right back out.
So I was sent the message, and it was only just one person that I had to ask, because it was the 2.0 is between 600 and 625 Fargo. If you look at Tarek's, it's 628. When he signed up, he was actually 624 Fargo. So, and that's kind of the rule with every tournament at Varsity Club and most others is, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is an interesting turn of events.
Bit of an unforced error there.
For sure. It's whatever Fargo you have when you sign up for the tournament. I mean, unless it's like 6 months in advance, then that should be a no. But definitely within his rights of playing. All right. Should be 8-2, but it is about to be 7-3 instead.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely something Josh needed.
Yep, give him a chance to get back to the table here and see if he can string something together.
Amanda, you have some beautiful kids, just so you know. They're cute kids. You could tell they're pretty proud of their dad, too, because they're sitting over there watching. You know what? I have the player cam. There they are.
Mm-hmm.
They're just hanging out with Dad. There's Tarek. Just having a grand old time.
Ooh, and he...
Ooh, did not want to do that.
No.
And that is courtesy of our anti-shark player seat cam.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Was that your finger?
It must have been. Yeah.
Was that your finger or mine? I don't even know what Something happened there.
Something. Anyway.
He's giggling.
Yeah.
This is an interesting shot. I think he's playing the 1-9-2 combo to get the 2 out of there. This is not a bad shot, actually.
No.
But where's the 1 going to end up? That's the big question.
Yep. This is one where you're.
Or is he playing safe behind the 5? Because this would be his second foul. Josh's, if he doesn't get a hit.
Correct. And they are playing 3 foul. Oh, he played that combo. Does it get there?
That's a good shot.
That is a great shot.
That was a good shot.
Certainly not something I'd have seen initially.
Well done, Amanda. We know. We've seen Josh. Just kidding. I have to say that because he's going to watch this match later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And he's bigger than you.
And he's... Everybody's bigger than me, Trevor. Are you kidding?
Well, okay.
Other than Baby Cheddar. She's got good reason. She doesn't get fed.
Right?
Whoa, what was that?
That
What? Whoa. Yikes.
I don't know if he was trying to play that with a little extra power to try and bump the 4 out from next to the 8, and it just kind of...
I don't know why, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to... Don't rearrange the furniture.
That's entirely unexpected as well.
Folks, if you're just tuning in, and it's your very first time here, first and foremost, welcome. Glad to have you, and I hope you enjoy the match and the mediocre commentary, because quite honestly, it's not going to get any better. The match might. The commentary, I promise you, will not. But if you're not a subscriber, please do so. Hit that little subscribe button, but make sure if you ever want to listen to us again, if you don't, I don't blame you. But if you ever want to see some of the rest of the KO challenges, hit that little bell right next to the subscribe button. That way, when you hear that voice that you're listening to right now, you can tune it out. Hit the mute button, but at least you're notified that there's some pool being played. All right, is this an intentional safe? And what a horrible...
Oh, boy.
What a Tarek and Josh are both looking up at the booth right now, just laughing.
Yikes.
Well, so
I don't know.
I have to tell you this, Trevor, and some of our viewers already know the story. So I was at Mad Apple, and I was playing with Dan Coppins. I'll never forget it. And I did exactly what Tarek just did. We were playing 10-ball, and I called safe, but I accidentally pocketed the 5. All right? So I had to shoot again. So I'm like, oh, are you serious? And I leaned back, and I lost my balance, and I tried grabbing the pool table, and I missed, and I fell backwards, and I hit the back of my head on a metal table right next to the stream booth and knocked myself unconscious. I'm not joking.
Yikes.
This is not a joke, folks. I'm dead serious. Adam Starkle. All right, no hit, so I can continue with the story.
I don't even know how he got between the 6 and the 7,
Right,
but he managed.
that was amazing in itself.
That's a trick shot in and of itself. But
So I'll never forget it. Adam Starkle comes up. I didn't. Obviously, you don't know that you're unconscious, and he's like, "Dale, are you okay?" And I just kind of shook my head, to get the cobwebs out, and I'm like, he's like, do you know what year it is? And I'm like, yeah, it's 2028. He's like, you're joking, right? I'm like, what? No.
knocked yourself into the next century almost.
And so he didn't know I was joking. So I was messing with him. So he's like, what's the last thing that you remembered, or that you remember from before you knocked yourself out? And I said, I was with a call girl, and I was in Mexico. We were riding a donkey together, and so I fell off the donkey. So I just went on with this whole story. He's like, and he looks at me. He's like,
Way to torture the poor guy.
"You're an asshole." He's like, "You're just fine, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yeah." I wasn't, because I did have a concussion and some brain loss, which that was to be expected. So
You're down
then
from 1 to half a brain cell at that point.
correct, to a bruised half of a brain cell.
Yes, yeah.
So a couple of weeks later, I went on Amazon and I bought a cheese flavored bike helmet, and I put some mirrors on the side of it and everything. I wore it into the Mad Apple, and I still have it. It is. I have some pictures somewhere on my phone of me in that helmet. Oh my God, was that funny?
I could definitely.
Oh wow!
Heck of a
That
jump
is-
shot there, and then. Oh,
What a horrible break for Josh.
yeah.
I mean, that was such a good shot, and for that cue ball to go flying off the table. Oh man. Jim Horn, are you going to have more of these tournaments? I'd say roughly about 30 or 40 more.
You probably only got 60 or 70 dozen people signed up at this point, right? I mean, everybody's when you're running a 300 and under and a 400 to a 4, and I hear and see people making comments about basically every Fargo range that you can think of, and I don't know as if there's enough days in the year to run what you've probably got lined up in your head.
So, the short answer, yes, 100%. The problem is exactly what Trevor just said, is because, this is taking off more than I ever even imagined. The momentum that it's gathered is just, I'm so grateful and so appreciative of how people have really kind of taken a liking to this. So I'm going to be doing, the next one is the 3.0. It has only been released to the members of the KO Challenge Facebook group. Those are the only ones that have seen that post yet. If it does not fill from that group, right now there's only 5 spots left, just to give you an idea. Once I put it on Facebook, it's going to fill instantly. Well, I shouldn't say that. I think there's 2 players that are kind of on the fence, but I signed up 2 players today. I just released it yesterday. So,
And that's all the more reason to join up with the KO Challenge Facebook group, so you can be ahead of the game there.
those, actually, you couldn't have said it any better, Trevor, because that's where the announcements are going to come from first, is from that and Outer Points Production Facebook page as well. So if you haven't already joined those, I'd really highly suggest it if you want to be updated onto all the events that are upcoming. Most important on my schedule right now is getting the junior tournament underway, or getting everything scheduled, planned, getting all the kids signed up, so on and so forth. Then 3.0, there's going to be a 4.0, and then we're going to go back to 1.1, and so on and so forth. So, yes, there's going to be a lot more.
That was a heck of a shot by
Yes, it
Tarek
was.
there. Thin that one ball across the table and to come down and have really good shape on the 2. And he's got the break working really well for him. He's got that corner, that wing ball going in pretty much every time. And he seems to be getting a look at the 1 pretty often.
At some point, Jim and everybody else that's listening, I would like to do a ladies knockout challenge, but I don't know if I'm going to get enough to do a 16-player bracket without doing handicap, and everything else. So, boy, he really decelled hold the angle on that.
He was really trying to hold that angle, and he just didn't get through the cue ball clean there.
This is a rack that Josh has to have because if he allows Tarek to win this game, it's really starting to slip away from Josh. I mean, anything can happen in 9-ball. Any game, but in a format like this, if he goes down 9-3 in a race to 13, that's going to be really tough to come back from.
Yep, that's starting to get to be too much of a gap.
I think I'd play safe here.
I was going to say, I don't.
Well, he didn't leave him with an offensive shot, but he left him with a really easy safe. Tarek is going to play just a hint of draw right, put the cue ball right behind the 6-ball, and that 3-ball is going to end up somewhere down the 5, by the 5, if I was a betting man. And I am.
Yeah, and I think you nailed it, Dale.
Yeah, and this is jail. This is absolute jail.
Yeah, because the 8-ball is right in the way of the one-rail kick. He's going to have to come up with some magic here to get out of this. And if he doesn't, well, no, I don't think you play the 3-9 combo, so you don't worry about that, but you worry about the table is still wide open if you end up giving ball in hand back here.
I think he can get this on a Z kick. Yeah, if he can hit right around there for his first.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's lining up that 3 like he knows how to make it. Yikes. Better just hit it.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're happy with a hit. You line it up to try and make it, and you'd be happy with a hit. And there's a fairly decent chance that you get somewhat safe out of it. Oh, he
got an awful lot on that cue ball.
Yeah, he hit that at about 6 million miles per hour, give or take. And that shortened the angle up tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure they heard the sonic boom from that cue ball in the next county.
Without a doubt. I don't blame Tarek for this, to be quite honest. I mean, it's not a hard rack to run, but it's not a really terribly difficult combo either.
Right. Yeah, with the cue ball being that close, or the 9-ball being that close to the pocket, you can set it up pretty straight. So
and being up 5 games, that helps.
Yep.
Well, Tarek is 4 away from moving on to round 3, and Josh is in need of 10 games really quick here. So to give everybody an idea, this is what's coming up next week. This is what I was talking about earlier, but I didn't have the schedule. There's tonight's match, and then on Monday is David Searing against Gene Pork Rasmussen. That is going to be a good one because their Fargo is... This is the funny thing about this draw. So everybody got to watch it. I had Chris Green in here witnessing it and everything to do the shuffle because I never, ever, ever want to be accused of rigging the draw or anything else. So this is all legit. So how this worked out is pretty wild because all the Fargos are so close to each other for these 4 matches. Tim Stockinger and John on Wednesday night, there's 1 point difference. Robbie Schmidt and Bob Mooney are really close as well. So it's going to be a fun week next week.
Yep. I'm looking forward to, as a part of this coming out, as the second to the last draw, you had Robbie and Tarek looking for kind of a matchup there after their 2-player tournament up at the Mad Apple on the Extreme.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to see if we can get come down to that maybe, and see if we get a little bit of a matchup on the stream. I think that'd make for a great match. Tarek ends up potting 3 on the break here. 1 ball going in the side to clear it for the 2.
So if you're not 100% familiar with how it all works in the KO challenge, there is
And I
a
totally jinxed
redraw.
that.
Yeah, you commentators curse, Trevor.
Sorry, Tarek. When
You
you
did
watch
it.
this back, that's on me.
Yeah. Any other regular tournament bracket, you're looking at 2-3 matches ahead potentially of who you might have to play. You don't have the ability to do that in this at all, because there is a redraw in every round. He did not leave Tarek with a shot on the 2, I believe. He's going to have to play safe.
Can he maybe sneak by it? Almost looks like it's close. The overhead view would help.
Actually, it is pretty close. He might be able to catch enough of that. That's right on the edge.
He's kind of looking at it from behind there like he can.
So there is a redraw or a shuffle of the bracket after each round. Even so, when there's 2 players left, I'm going to do a redraw as well.
And he could. And I think that's a really fun.
I even got Trevor fooled on that one. I just keep right on going with what you're about to say.
I got you. No. I caught up finally. Redraw when we're down to 2. That's perfect.
Sure.
You want to figure out who's the home player, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
You get the home player. And I think the redraw is a great part of this tournament. Add some extra little flavor to it, or
a little twist.
Yeah, little twist.
Diabolical.
Evil genius that you are, I won't do that. It'll scare the children.
Yeah, probably not. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
If you're enjoying the show, everybody, make sure you do that. If you haven't shared it yet, let's see how many shares we have tonight. Holy cow, 31 shares? That's a lot of shares, folks.
Nice. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I see the watch number's been hovering the mid to upper 90s here, so that's great to see. Great to hear, everybody. Hope you're getting what you expected when you tuned in.
I doubt that.
I wasn't going to say much, but hey,
And just a heads up, it doesn't work in YouTube. Oh my! I am pretty shocked at that.
Yeah, that's not something I would expect it again. That's
so if you hit like, and then you hit it again, and then you hit it again and again. Oh my gosh! And now Josh just did it.
we definitely needed to not do that.
No.
That rack would have brought it back to 9-4, and
Ooh.
yeah, that's
Yikes.
gonna sting. That's gonna sting. Bit of a reach here for Tarek, so he'll get the old granny stick out.
So yeah, if you hit the like button, you have to hit it an odd amount of times. You can hit it 10 times. It's only going to register as 0. If you hit it 8 times, it's going to register as 0. So, although I appreciate the effort, that somebody would go to do that, but it has to be an odd amount of times. Because if you hit it and then hit it again, it takes it away, and then you hit it again. You know how it works,
Right? Yeah. If you want to kind of have a reminder of
what is going on all of a sudden, this cannot go in there.
no.
Oh my gosh!
To
What's
complete that
happening?
statement? Yeah,
What's happening here?
that's crazy. I don't know if if they're both just getting a little tight here as the match goes on, or what that is. But
Well, you did say it should have been 9-4, so
yeah,
now it is.
now it is. Yep. And again, this kind of gets back to a part of Tarek's game that I know he's improved on and that I've seen is the ability to let that go. You got to let that go. You got to have a short memory as a pool player if you want to continue to be competitive. You can't let those kinds of things get in your head.
It's the song that I sing every time that I'm, contemplating getting angry with myself or, whatever. It's, you sometimes you just have to. Let it go. Let it go.
Yes, and you don't want me
Sing
to
it.
sing, so I'll stop. Nope.
Sing it with me, everybody. Amanda, I know you know it. You've been singing it to your kids forever, I bet.
I'm sure, yes.
Barry, Baby Cheddar, you know it. Let's all do it in the chat, shall we?
Yeah, that Frozen Let It Go Disney music does not fit my vocal range at all.
You seem like a baritone.
Baritone.
Deep
yes.
bass.
Yeah, bass, yeah. Josh got one on the break. Played it safe. The cue ball kind of leaked out a little bit off the floor, but Tarek really doesn't have an offensive shot here. He's going to try and just...
No, I don't know. That one's pretty offensive.
If you're Josh, it absolutely is.
It's pretty offensive to Josh right now.
Absolutely.
More like you son of a... The is wrong with you? You little... Get the out of here.
Right. Yeah, but it's definitely offensive for someone to roll the ball like that with that kind of speed control.
I think this is going in the other side.
Oh.
That was so close. Well, this leaves
heck of an effort.
This leaves Tarek with a 1-2 combo that almost cannot be missed. Question is, where is the one going to end up, and where is the cue ball going to end up?
Yeah.
Does he get behind the 7? No, hit it the right speed to do exactly what he needed to.
Absolutely.
He can actually play this head on, clear the 7, stop the cue ball right there, and it will... I just play a stop shot.
Yep, I think he's recognized that as well and sees it.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yep.
Oh, he pushed the 8 in front of the 3. Josh is wiping his brow like right now. He's like, yeah, I'm not going down 10-4 yet.
No, he snuck out of that one. And the angle from the 3 to the 8's a little funny there, so...
John Ryan singing Let It Go. Thank you, John. That's fantastic. Baby Cheddar
Baby
can't
Cheddar
hold it back
joining in.
anymore.
Yep.
Sweet.
Kevin Dorn with a Freudian slip typo, perhaps.
Yeah.
I think he means Willy Wonka, perhaps.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Wanka.
Yeah.
Willy Wanka. Okay, whoopsie. That's family program, Kevin. God's sakes. Andy says I can't take it anymore. Isn't that part of the song? Right now, Andy Kuntz is asking himself, I promise you, what in the hell did I become a sponsor of this stream for?
I would bet that he is having some cold feet on that decision.
He's probably getting... Look, can I get a retroactive refund?
Yes. Yeah.
No, you may not.
Amanda coming back with her kids prefer Baby Got Back. Well, Sir Mix-a-Lot in the house.
Oh, man.
Nothing like some good old-fashioned 90s rap to,
Well, without a doubt. Oompa loompa. I resemble that remark, Mr. Dorney.
Looks like Tarek's got a little work here. 5 is close to the 9, making the combo likely. But you got to get there first, and it's not an easy path.
No.
That was a really good shot.
Trevor, if you don't mind, would you... My outer points are getting a little firm over here. Could you turn that air conditioner back off?
Got it.
Jeez.
Got it.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's all right.
I almost cut a hole in the plexiglass
I was going
here.
to say, we got the glass cutters out there.
Yikes.
Tarek's looking at it, giving it some thought here. Not sure if he wants to, again, with the score the way it is, if he wants to take that extra little bit of a risk there.
You know, Andy, I don't think that would be fair, to be honest with you. If I did a sponsors knockout challenge, it's a great idea, but you don't really have any competition. You know, there's John Kramer. You know, who of the sponsors really plays any pool? I mean, there's Dumper Dan. You know, I don't know if he plays all that much. You know, let me take a look, shall we?
Nice bank there.
I'll tell you what. After this game, we'll take a look at the sponsors and see what kind of competition you'd have. I feel like it's very lopsided. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You actually could see that overcut as soon as he hit it.
Yep.
I mean, not to be Captain Obvious. So we'll go through this real quick. So you've got the varsity club. Jeremy West would probably play on that team. And then John Kramer. Inside pool, which is Autumn.
Thanks for being who you are. I'm out of here. Fuck you. Fuck off.
Pardon the interruption.
Jeez.
So much for family programming.
Wow. I love it when somebody comes to the booth and just opens the door. Holy cow.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, Josh is cleaning up this mess here.
Tom, he won that. So Josh won that one. So then you have JP Shower Custom Cubes. I don't know if they have any pool players. No.
I doubt it.
Probably
No.
not. Then there's Midwest Aerial Productions. This is a good way to go through my sponsors. This is a perfect segue.
Seems to work perfect, yeah.
My nephew plays a little pool. And then there's Matt Strong.
He doesn't play, does he?
Roughly about a 657 Fargo, somewhere in that vicinity. And I said Dumper Dan. And then there's Rich Stadler of Billet Spin. Right around a 610, 615 Fargo. And then there's the Andy Coons guy. Bobby Joe, I don't know if she plays. And then there's Brent Lucas from Fond du Lac. I believe he's right around 600 Fargo, somewhere around. And I haven't even met my newest sponsor, but he gave me $250 the other day and said, you know what, I'd like to support what you've got going on for the juniors. So here's $250 for the kids. I said, for that price, you just became my newest sponsor of the stream. So win-win for both of us.
Absolutely.
I don't even know if he plays pool. So, Andy, thank you so much for that. I think that was that worked out really good.
Yes, perfect. Josh struck the break well, but didn't get anything to fall. Tarek going to take a peek at the one ball here and try and play a safe with a little kick and stick.
And very successful, too.
Very successfully done.
I think he might be able to see just a sliver of that one ball. Sure looks like it from the overhead, but you kind of get a little bit of a fisheye effect when you look at that. I think we'll go to the long view, and it looks a little bit different. I tell you what, I have maybe a better view. Oh, boy. That looks pretty close.
Yeah.
Might be like a slight mass A.
Josh got down behind it and gave her the old one-eyed wink to try and see if she lined up.
Cue Ball Airlines ready for takeoff. Thank you, John Klein.
Yes, yes.
I'll give you the full view instead of the close-up view. That way you can see if it goes in a pocket.
It should be a short flight at least, though.
Excellent. That is some good right there. That is comedy gold.
Oh, and he
Wow.
not even touching the outer points into the side pocket clean. Great shot there by Josh.
It's a thing of beauty. If somebody was on the ball, they would have probably hit the instant replay button, but
Again,
one of these days I'll get that figured out.
how does that lowered expectations?
Oh, did that sneak out? It sure did.
Yikes.
He doesn't have a offensive shot, but Tarek definitely has a defensive shot here.
Absolutely. He's got a pretty clear path to tie this up. Leave Josh in a tough spot.
Fred Dodge, you are 100% correct, sir. That has been, it's that pocket. So as you're looking at the table right now, it's that pocket and so it's the upper right and upper left as you look at the table right now have been brutal on a lot of players.
Absolutely. This gets behind the 7 and it makes it even worse. But he's still got enough covered there. I don't think he can get at it past the 3 without coming off the rail.
Yeah, he would have to kick right next to the 8 and shorten it up like a lot. I don't think he can do that. I think he's going to have to spin almost like a masse around the 3 and hit the rail first and then come off like you were saying, Trevor.
Yep.
Slacker. Chris, you're lucky your 15 minutes is up.
Don't worry, Chris. I told him.
Joseph Marwitz, I have never seen that name in the chat. Welcome. Welcome. Glad you're here. If you're not already a subscriber, I have one question for you. Why?
Yeah, why not? And please do.
There it is.
Catch yourself that little bell icon so you get notified every time the stream goes live so you can join the chat up instantly, get all the lowdown.
You're hired.
You didn't realize I was a professional. You just thought I was a schmuck who was big.
Let me know when that starts. Is that going to be on the second time that you commentate or this one?
I mean, it's not going to take me long to get better than you.
Boy, yeah. That is a true story. That is the most honest thing I think I have heard tonight. Yeah, I don't set the bar very high. I'm 5'6" and 3/4 or 5'5" and 3/4 on the weekend.
You don't set anything very high, Dale. You can't reach it.
Oh, I bet you're loving this, Kevin Dorn, aren't you? You are just eating this freaking conversation up.
And again, Tarek plays another really nice safe there, locking it up behind the 8 ball. That's a 4. Potentially colorblind. That's all right. It's not necessary for commentary.
No. I think I would hit this so hard, I would try to make that freaking 9 ball somewhere.
I think this is one of those chances in 9 ball where you
just let it
blast it. Yep, you just let it rip. Yep.
Although the 5, 6, 7 they're kind of messy. So maybe kick this at a slow pace. Make sure the cue ball put a lot of right hand spin on it, and maybe the cue ball ends up behind the 5. Or do that.
That works too.
Look at where that 5 ended up.
Ugh.
But,
Thanks.
Actually, if he can get back to where that cue ball is right now,
Yeah, that would be.
he can get on that 5 ball
Yep.
from the backside of the 6. Oh, don't go too far.
Whoa.
Don't go too far. That's perfect.
That's perfect, yep. Great angle. Good speed there.
Okay, whatever, Kevin, and whatever, Chris.
Only thing you worry about here, though, is you can get to the 5, but then what do you do with the 6 and the 7?
Right.
You almost have to play. Well, okay, that's a.
But you're right, Trevor. What are you going to do with the 6 here?
Does he go for a breakout here now?
I would not. I think I would play safe. I would cut the 6 and then see. It's still not bad though.
Yeah.
He can play defense on this, or just bank it in the side.
Yeah.
Come through rails and shoot the 7 inside.
Yep. And I think he's going for it the way he's lining it up. Why wouldn't
Might
you?
have over. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, and that's a perfect angle to get to the 8.
Absolutely.
Wunderbar. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Just looked like he was settling in there, and getting out of that would have really given a boost to his confidence. Hate to see that.
Me too.
I know the feeling, though. I know the feeling all too well.
Good shot.
Yep. Well played with the speed.
Probably going to have to. I mean, he could play this slow, just kind of slow roll this, or he could load up on high left and come to the other side of the 9. Yeah, just like so.
Yep.
Good shot.
And this should get Tarek into the double digits.
All right, I am going to try to finish the rest of that list. So we left off with Taylor Collar, and I just mentioned. Oh, well, this is perfect. They decided that they're going to take a little break. I like it.
Perfect timing.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Whew. Unbelievable. Fabulous. So I just mentioned my new sponsor, Brett Tovar. If you are watching, glad to have your logo on my stream. Tim Stockinger from Sheboygan, one of the contestants going to be playing on Wednesday, gave me some cash, as well as Terrence Beck and his girlfriend Amanda Fernando.
Easy for you to say.
Gave me some cash for the kids. Well, I think that's a new theme for my cash for the kids.
Yeah, I
like it.
I like that.
Vincent Schrader. I'll tell you what, I got to give a shout out to this guy because he's the one that he did all of my Google Docs. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even have a player list to have started the KO Challenge. He's the one that created it in its originality way back in, July. And here we are. So I owe you a bunch of dinners yet, buddy. I mean, not together as a couple or anything. I'll buy you a hamburger.
Yeah. You keep telling yourself that, yeah.
Wisconsin Mobile Pool Stream. That one right there, if you don't already know, is Shelly Drake. She is already in the chat. Mike Gaines flipped me some cash the other day via PayPal. Thank you, Mike. Tom Menina. I got to give a shout out to this guy. So I'm not going to reveal the amount, but it was pretty considerable after taking second place in the KO 1.0 challenge. He lost to Mike Masevich and gave me a pretty good chunk of money. Not only that, is he contacted me the day after the video and heard the story of everybody you may or may not know who it is, but via Venmo sent me some more money to top it off for the juniors. Jonathan Hellion, I mentioned before, gave me the cue back from the raffle way back in January or December, somewhere around there, to raffle off again for the kids. Chad Boehm gave me an envelope filled with there were several zeros, a couple of zeros after,
That's amazing.
Thank you, Chad. Ed and Judy Ninke of JR's, right? Oh my gosh. Bar owners. I've known Ed for probably 30 years now. She sent me some money as well, Judy. Josh Nelson, who's playing tonight. Him and his girlfriend of 6 months, Mary. I know she's probably watching. Gave me some cash after the match last week. Let's see. Jesse Crook is Top Seal Asphalt here in Oshkosh. Has said he's going to be getting 2 gas cards. Of course, Andy Kuntz is actually, I think he's 2 as well from Wisconsin Pool Player Society. Kevin Dorn, we're just going to skip over him. I'm just kidding. So Kevin told me the other day that he has a couple or several cues at home that just sit there. They never get played. They're in his pool hall or little pool room up on the top of his office. And he says, I'm just going to bring some of those cues in and give them to the kids.
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
That's awesome.
So how this all started is the guy at the very top of the list. He's the first one that messaged me. He's the one that kind of made the recommendation of, getting some gas cards or whatever you can to help not only the juniors to get here, but the parents to get here as well. And there's a reason why that. So when Brian and I went down to Villa Rica, Georgia last March. January. I can't remember when. For the Junior Nationals at Monica Webb's place, Sticks Billiards in Villa Rica, Georgia. There's a lot of kids that couldn't make it because their parents couldn't afford it. To me, that is sad as hell.
Yes, I agree.
And that's one of the reasons why I like how this is going. There's cash and prizes and everything. I think it's well over $3,000.
It's amazing. It's great to hear. Great for the kids and the pool community, just supporting their own and trying to continue the growth of this game.
When Jeff Hefter gave me that wad of cash earlier tonight, he said it as well. If we're not going to try to get or help the kids to play, and kind of give them a push, or if mom and dad, not everybody's all that well off, and sometimes they need a little bit of help. And when the pool community comes together to do something like that, there's nothing better, and I invite every single person, if you have the ability, to come down here that weekend. I'm going to make sure that there's security here and everything for the kids and the families themselves, because it's going to be during non-bar hours. Later on in the night, obviously that's going to happen, but I want to make sure that it's safe for the kids and all the families involved. And if I do have the ability, with the amount of money that's left over, not with just the prizes and everything else, trophies and shirts and so on and so forth, if I have the ability to take care of their hotel rooms for one night, that's what we're going to do. So, it's a good leg up for, kids that may not have the opportunity to play.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Without the kids, future pool dies. There's... So if you want to be one of those people that helps, I can't appreciate. I can't say how much I would appreciate. I don't have the ability. I don't have the words. So a simple thank you doesn't do it. So if you want to, there's 3 QR codes at the very bottom of the screen. Just take your phone, and we're still waiting for Josh to get back to the table. So I'm not just blabbering. Well, I am blabbering, but take your phone, scan one of those QR codes, whichever one that you prefer. Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. There is no amount that is too small. Seriously, because how this has added up is astronomical. So every single little bit helps.
Every little bit helps.
All right, Tarek has come back at least,
And
so he is
Josh
going
is
to
there
rack.
too, so we are ready to get back to the action.
All right. I'm at a loss for word. Go into the chat, and does everybody know Brian Miller from Oshkosh? Probably everybody in the pool community probably knows Brian Miller. He just came up to the booth. That's why I just muted the microphone. He handed me 2 big boxes, and he's like, "Hey, I heard you talking about it." He didn't even come down for the tournament tonight. He's here with his wife, maybe having a drink or whatever, but he stopped by the booth to give me 2 butterfly pool cases for the juniors just now. They're not extremely expensive or anything else, but holy crap, Trevor.
That's pretty awesome. And it doesn't have to be the most expensive, the best equipment, whatever. Some of these kids are, I'm sure, playing with equipment that is 6 generations hand-me-down, possibly warped. They'll be absolutely thrilled to get anything. So if you have anything, I believe I have an extra case and a cue at home that just sits in my closet that I'm bringing up as well.
So, Andy, you said too, don't forget to add the entry fee again. So I'm going to add that onto. So, I think I mentioned it the other night. Oh my God, you just kind of chopped that one.
Yeah, that was.
There's no entry fee for the kids. I would not feel right about charging kids an entry fee to get into this. I mean, the oldest is going to be 17. I don't even have a 17-year-old signed up yet. I think there's 9 on the list right now, which honestly it's a month and a half away, just kind of estimating. I'd like to get that up to 40 if at all possible, and as many in each bracket, to kind of even it out. But yeah, there's no entry fee.
Yep. And Fred Dodge asking if you missed a player profile. Josh's player profile was played the first time through, so we didn't have one for him tonight. Dale's gonna potentially mention, I think, doing a second player profile after we get through 2 matches. So,
yep. Yeah, and most of the viewers that are here, I believe were probably here during Josh's first match. I'm not 100% positive. I don't know, but when you see a lot of the same names in the chat, I don't really see a reason to play the same exact player spotlight as I did 4 nights ago or 5 nights ago. So, wow,
what a hit there!
What?
And
look at this. He's actually going to get safe.
Get it on the bump. It's going to get it on the bump.
Are you kidding me? Holy crap.
Tarek looks up at the booth here with a wry little smile and is like, okay.
Josh kind of looks over here and he's like, oh, crap. I'm going to sit down now.
Still not an easy path to the finish here, but it's a look at the table. Do you be uber aggressive here since the 6 isn't an easy shot and draw it back into the 9 and try and pocket it? Or do you try and play the 6?
I'm going to take a look at the side view here. I don't know if, boy, that is a small pocket, what it looks like from here.
I think so.
I think he's got to be pretty precise.
He's going to give it a try.
But what do you do with the 7 then? Yeah, that was a tough shot.
Yep.
Well, he didn't leave Josh extremely easy, but I think he can play. I'm going to get the long view up there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's got a little bit of an angle to the right side of the table.
Yeah, just walk through it in front of everybody. It's okay. Yeah.
The live on air sign, that doesn't mean anything. The big arena light and all the cameras and everything around it. It's just for show.
Yep.
Yeah, don't worry about it. All right, so Waterboy 24. Oh, my gosh. Josh. Waterboy 24, when is the junior challenge? So what I've been announcing up to this point is obviously I'm not going to do it until school is out because it's going to be an entire weekend for the family. So then there's baseball. There's this, there's that. It's juniors. So I have the list of juniors and their parents' phone numbers already. So I am going to contact them via a group message and find out. I'm going to throw out like 4 dates and see if they fit or as many that fit into that date. But I'd like to do it somewhere in like maybe mid-June. Mid-June, maybe beginning of July, somewhere around there. So there's no date set yet, but that's kind of the tentative time frame. I also have to check with the varsity club itself and make sure that they have nothing going on. Uh-oh.
Boy,
this is not good.
Yeah, Josh got down on that really fast and didn't take a little more time to look at it. He was pretty convinced from the get that he was going to bank it in the side, and I'm not sure that was the right choice.
Fred Dodge also said he also has some equipment to donate to the junior knockout. Awesome, Fred.
Tarek lining up a combo here.
I don't think I'd play the combo. I would actually play the carom.
Okay.
I think it's just less likely to, just like, oh my gosh, are you? Wow.
Boy.
But, again, Josh led him to the table with that shot. So, whether he gets lucky or not, that's completely irrelevant.
Yep, and the carom was better. Again, that's why I'm not a 6-something.
All right, Josh is down by a considerable margin at this point. This is starting to get away from him.
And you can tell when he comes back to the table some of that frustration in it, and you can see it in his demeanor a little bit. Hopefully he can have a sit in the chair there and recompose himself. It's possible. This is not an insurmountable deficit, but it definitely is going to take some work. I've seen weirder things.
Mm-hmm. 4 is going to go in.
It is.
Oh, not in that pocket. 8 ball is down. So, Trevor, tell our viewers a little bit about yourself. What do you do for a living?
I work in commercial IT for Northwestern Mutual out of Milwaukee. I work from my home. I don't have to drive to Milwaukee daily, thankfully. I've been with them now for almost 4 years. I work on the mainframe side of computing, so not your personal computers and not the traditional servers that everybody's familiar with, but more of a corporate mainframe system. I've been doing that for 17 years, I want to say. Something like that.
So a little while.
Yeah, I got a fair bit of experience in that.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked at a couple different places and had my toes in a couple different areas of compute. So that's what I do for a living. Most of the time I'm live in Fort Atkinson now. Moved there a year ago from Sun Prairie. I'm originally from the southwest part of the state, Lancaster, Wisconsin, the chair of Grant County. Spent a lot of time in the bluffs along the Mississippi River during my misspent youth.
Oh, what a good save.
Oh, boy. That's in jail.
Ooh, this is going to be a tough hit for Josh.
Yep. Recently, about 5 years ago, got myself back into pool. I played a little bit growing up until my early 20s, and then dropped it for family and those kind of pursuits, and then a couple years ago, after post-divorce, decided I needed something to do, so I bought a cue stick and said, I think I'll start playing pool again. So, play in the Madison
How much
area.
regret do you have?
Well, given the amount of money I now have in cue sticks, somebody would, yeah. So I have just last year I bought a pea shower, one of the nicer pea shower butts.
Mm-hmm.
I play with a 31-inch Rogue shaft and a 3-inch extension in the middle. It just works better for my height.
I was going to say, you are, 6'8".
In boots, I'm 6'8", but in my shoes and socks or whatever, I'm about 6'5". Just tall enough.
Still two of me.
So, yep, I play with that, and
That's not a bad play by Josh there.
no,
Although he's not going to like his next shot either, because if Tarek decides to play the one and just drift a little forward, he's going to have a horrible shot at the two next. And that'll put him on foul number 2, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would think that's what'll happen.
So, Hocus Pocus just says, so you live in Fort Atkinson, you haven't been by to see him yet?
That's what I was saying. I was saying earlier I needed to go down and see Bill. I didn't even realize he was in the area, and then had someone tell me that you were in the area, and so,
Sure.
So yes, I will be coming down to see Bill.
Just wheel on over there.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Sorry, Bill. I'm not, but I'm going to say that just for everybody else's sake.
Right. Yeah. Just to make everybody else feel less
Offended?
offended. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a hop, skip, and a jump over to Bill. I'll come see you, Bill. I promise.
Uh-huh. So Fred Dodge says, tall as me, 65-inch playing. Is that a cute setup? Aw, that's nice. Or is it a cue setup? Just kidding, Fred.
Right.
You know what? Just giving you a hard time. Oh, that's a good hit.
Yeah, I'm going to, make a comment that my cue is probably taller than Dale is if I stood it on end. So,
Oh, yeah, there's no there's no doubt.
and I even get carried away. I have a 7-inch butt extension when there's
Okay,
a shot
family show.
when
Hey.
Okay. for
Jesus.
for those shots on the 9-footers. too.
Trevor. Well, thanks to everybody for being a subscriber. It's been a blast. Maybe join me on my next channel. We'll be starting over after tonight again.
I suspect maybe this will be the last time I'm invited.
I didn't even want to do it this time.
Well, when I threatened to hold you upside down by your ankles, that probably convinced you.
That's true. That is true. Michael Parker even asked why you haven't been over to the man cave yet in Whitewater.
Again, it's a case of I don't know what I don't know in some instances. I haven't been around long enough and don't know enough people. I do now. So
Sure.
if there is an open invitation, I'm willing. I don't mind traveling. Obviously, I drove an hour and a half up here, so.
Fred Dodge. That's funny. Of course, Kevin Dorn, keep your equipment clean. It's true. It's true story.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but I do travel with a ball polisher in the back of my truck.
Oh my God! Are you sure it's not in the front of your truck, right under the front seat, the driver's seat?
No. It's a large piece of equipment that sits in the back.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Size matters. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Notice how he said it's a large piece of equipment. A large. All right. Tarek's on the hill, folks. If you hadn't already noticed, there is a pool match going on. 12-5. So, we've got a potential. Let me do the math here. We have a potential 8 games left. Potential. So Tarek has to win one of them. Josh has to win all of them. That's a pretty daunting task.
It's a pretty tall order. That's a pretty tall order.
Why? And now you got to bring in the short jokes. What the hell is wrong with you?
It just is a natural progression. I'm sitting here next to you. I can't not notice that you're short, right? I mean,
why do we have to go down that road, Trevor?
Thank you, Bill. I appreciate the offer, and I will absolutely attempt to make time. I'll take an afternoon off work or something like that.
Uh-oh, this cue ball is going in the... No, it's not. Never mind. Oh, and he's got the 2... This match might be over, folks.
It might, yeah. Yep, that was a really nice break. Tarek really does have the break figured out on this table, I think.
Yeah, there is a really good chance. Boy, I tell you what, people they're not real cognizant of their surrounding areas.
Absolutely not.
Yes, that's all right. I think we're going to have to get a rope. Oh, you know what I should do? Get an electric fence.
There you go.
I get, if you walk in this area, you get shocked.
I'm all for it. The comedic timing of that could be pretty well.
Oh my gosh, that would be a blast.
Yes.
That would be a good time.
And I know some farmers. I've put in a few electric fences in my day when I was younger and worked on farms. I'm sure we could rig it up.
All right, 4 balls away from going into round 3 for the young gun, Tarek Hamdan. And I don't see him not getting out here.
No, I really fancy his chances here.
So if that is the case, folks, I am going to immediately following this 8 and 9 ball if Tarek gets both of them. I'll go out and talk to the players a little bit. And that is a wrap. So, if you know of any junior or any mom or dad or whatever the case may be that has a junior that wants to play, this is not just a picture. So, I'm going to leave it up for a couple of minutes. Because this is the QR code for the sign-up list. This takes you to the Google Doc where you can sign up that child or send it to somebody else. Just copy-paste it, whatever you need to do. But this is how we're kind of spreading the word. So if you would, please scan that and then send it to someone that you know. I am going to be back in... Well, it looks like Josh's son is going to come out and take care of the balls and everything for him. What a good kid.
Right?
What a good kid.
Well done, Josh.
You know what? I'm just going to
And Amanda.
just sit here and talk to you folks. All right.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Had a great time. It was a great match. Tarek, the young gun, moving on. And means I might be back again.
Yeah, absolutely. As much as we give each other a hard time, if that wasn't the case, this would not be Outer Points Productions.
Absolutely.
To
say if I'm not poking at you a little bit, then that means I don't like you.
Absolutely. And the feeling's mutual. So if you're looking for a serious pool stream, where all we do is talk about pool, you have come to the wrong place. there's
Hey, that's okay.
doubt
Whatever
about
works
it.
for you. You know, there are other streams who meet that need. This one we like to keep a little lighter.
Absolutely. If you're not having fun playing pool, if you're not having fun watching pool, don't do it.
Why are you doing it?
What's
Absolutely.
the point?
Absolutely.
Life is. I was telling Amy the other day, I've seen so much death in my life. You know, you never know. I trust. My little sister was murdered 6 years ago. I don't mean to put a horrible spin on tonight. That's not the idea. You never. When you get a phone call like that, it changes your entire outlook on life. Everything, every perspective changes because you never know when it's going to be your last day. And there's so many people that that are sick or whatever the case may be. Short joke, I'll throw one in there. Life is way too short. Enjoy the hell out of it while you can.
Absolutely. I 100% agree.
So, with that being said, I thank you, everybody, for being here. I can't wait until Monday night at 7 o'clock. Let me show you why. David Searing and Pork Rasmussen are going to be here. And then we have two more matches to wrap up round 2. That's Tim Stockinger and John Sandelsky. Dumper Dan is going to be in the booth with me again on Wednesday night. And then rounding out round number 2 is Bob Mooney and Robbie Schmidt. And that is on Thursday. So we've got an exciting week coming up.
Absolutely. Look forward to watching the other matches from my comfy chair in Fort.
Trevor, thank you very, very much for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you sat in the booth with me tonight. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend because you're not going to hear from me anymore until then. Well, maybe on Facebook or something, but you're exempt from hearing my voice anymore until Monday.
Have a great weekend, folks.
Lucky people. So, with that being said, you know what? Don't go anywhere just yet because I did something new as well.
Oh. All the new toys.
There is some new toys. If I can find it. I might be able to find it. So I'm going to wait until this gets to the top. And that'll be the end because these are the people that got me where I am today. These are, without this list of people, Little Cheddar isn't here. Have an awesome night, everybody.
Later.
Hey, that didn't work right. Let me try that again. There it is. Much better. Okay, goodbye.